Good morning everybody. Today we will discuss on 7th session from the first unit for the first semester students. And the title of the program is the mechanics. In the first unit we are going to study about the laws of motion. In that we are going to understand the Newtonian mechanics, frame of references, relativity and dynamics of particles of system. Let us have the recap of the previous class. We have known now the transformation equations for a frame of reference, that too for an inertial frame of reference. And the learning objectives of this session is to know about the transformation equations for a rotating frame of reference, which is a non-inertial frame of reference. From this session, we are going to understand the transformation equations for a rotating frame of reference, which is a non-inertial frame of reference. To understand about this session, we should have the basic idea about the frames of reference, important concepts, some terms, Newton's laws of motion and its limitations, about the inertial frame of reference, concepts of absolute space, time and motion, about Galilean transformation equations for an inertial frame of reference. Now in this, we are going to study about the non-inertial frame of reference, the rotating frame of reference, which is a non-inertial frame of reference. So here, the rotating frame of reference, it is a concept which is used to simplify the complex motion of precessing spins. A non-inertial reference frame is a frame of reference that is undergoing acceleration with respect to an inertial frame. An accelerometer which is addressed in a non-inertial frame will be in general detecting a non-zero acceleration. The laws of motion are all same in all the inertial frames, whereas in non-inertial frames, these laws of motion will vary from frame to frame depending upon the acceleration. A rotating frame of reference is a special case of a non-inertial reference frame, that is rotating relative to an inertial reference frame. An everyday example of a rotating reference frame is the surface of the Earth. All non-inertial reference frames exhibit fictitious forces. And these reference frames are characterized by three forces. They are the centrifugal force, the Coriolis force, and an Euler force. Suppose that a given object has position vector in some non-rotating inertial reference frame. Let us observe the motion of this object in a non-inertial reference frame which rotates with constant angular velocity about an axis passing through the origin of the inertial frame. And if you find out dr by dt and which is again you can write it for the rotating frame also, and this equation is relating about the apparent velocity. Then from the velocity we can find the acceleration. Then applying the Newton's second law of motion in the inertial reference frame, we will have F is equal to ma, where m is the mass of the object, a is the acceleration, and F is the non-fictitious force. The apparent equation of motion for the object in the rotating reference frame also you can have ma dash is equal to, on right hand side we have three terms, and the last two terms in the above equation are called fictitious forces. Such forces are always needed to account for motion which are observed in non-inertial reference frames. Now we are going to relate rotating frames to stationary frames. So to derive the fictitious forces, it's helpful to be able to convert between the coordinates of the rotating reference frame and the coordinates of an inertial reference frame with the same origin. If the rotation is about the axis with a constant angular velocity and the two reference frames coincide at time t is equal to 0, the transformation from rotating coordinates to inertial coordinates can be written. So I think you are clear with this rotating frame of reference. Now let us briefly summarize this once again. A non-inertial reference frame is a frame of reference that is undergoing acceleration with respect to an inertial frame. In all inertial frames, the laws of motion are the same, whereas in non-inertial frames, the laws of motion, they vary from frame to frame depending on the acceleration. A rotating frame of reference is a special case of a non-inertial reference frame, that is rotating unit vector. Rotating reference frames are characterized by three forces. They are the centrifugal force, the Coriolis force and Euler force. Now, briefly we have discussed about the rotating frame of reference. Let us have some questions. The first question is, according to Einstein's special theory of relativity, laws of physics can be formulated based on A. Non-inertial frame of reference, B. Inertial frame of reference, C. Both non and inertial frame of reference, D. Quantum state. We have already discussed in the previous class. See, according to Einstein's special theory of relativity, laws of physics can be formulated based on inertial frame of reference. So the correct option for this question is B, that is inertial frame of reference. Now we will move to the second question. According to the special theory of relativity, physical laws are the same in frames of reference. Which? Options: A. Move at uniform velocity, B. Accelerate, C. Move in circles, D. Move in ellipses. See, according to the special theory of relativity, physical laws are the same in the frames of references which move at uniform velocity. So the correct option for this second question is A, that is which move at uniform velocity. The third question is, an accelerated frame of reference is option A, inertial frame of reference, B, static frame of reference, C, non-inertial frame of reference, D, none of these. Just now we have discussed about the accelerated frame of reference. It is a case of non-inertial frame of reference. So the correct option for this question is C, that is non-inertial frame of reference. Next question, fourth one. Newton's laws are applicable only on A, inertial frame of reference, B, non-inertial frame of reference. So, as we have discussed, Newton's laws are applicable only on inertial frame of reference. Hence, the correct option for this question is answer A. And these are some of the references you all can go for understanding about the first unit, that is laws of motion. Thank you.